You can see I'm in the dashboard, which is usually the default page that opens when we enter Canvas. And the dashboard shows all the classes that you're enrolled in for the semester. To access a specific class, simply click on the link within that card. So let's access this class. And you can see by default, it opens up in the syllabus. The syllabus is a Canvas syllabus, which is a little bit different than maybe a normal syllabus you would receive in a class. There's a couple of things that are different. One is the calendar and the assignments that are listed by their weight or percentage of the grade of the class. Down towards the bottom, we've got the Jump To section where you can jump to specific pages of the syllabus without having to scroll through the entire thing. This is followed by the course summary, which lists all the assignments and their due dates for the entire course. So this is a great way to check to see if maybe you missed an assignment or to see what assignments are coming up to manage your schedule and time. If we go back up to the top, there's a PDF of the syllabus that you can download and print if that's helpful. And then also Meet Your Instructor with a link. So if I click on the instructor's name, you can see it jumps to the Welcome Meet Your Instructor page, which has all my contact information. It has my regular College Marin email, the office phone number, which is basically a message right now, the online office hour Zoom information, which lists the days and times of the office hours, and the Zoom link for the office hours. So this is the Zoom link that you'll use only for accessing office hours, because this is available to all the students in all my classes, where the Zoom sessions for the specific lab sections for this class are going to be accessed by clicking on the Zoom link off on the left. Okay, let's jump to modules. If I click on modules, you'll notice there's a number of different modules and units that we can see. And the modules is a great way to access material in Canvas. It's very much like using the contents of a book, with each one of the modules being a chapter and the sections within or material within each chapter. So it's a great way to navigate and learn how to find things really quickly. So right now, the only ones that are published are the Welcome section, the Orientation section, and the Syllabus section. If we look at the Orientation section, you have to complete the first 4 assignments within the first week of classes. So you can see it has a start here, which is kind of like the introduction for that module. Then it has a lesson, which is followed by a quiz. And then you have the preliminary for the orientation, which is contacting the instructor, providing an introduction, and also listing some other information as required. Then there's a lab and discussion. So you can do one or the other. You don't need to do both. That's why it's a single page. So you need to either attend one of the labs that are scheduled for that week or post in the discussion. And it's about using Confer Zoom for the first one. After that, there's a software resource page that has links and introductions to the software that we're going to be using. This is followed by another assignment that's the Canvas profile and notification settings, which you're going to use to update your profile in terms of what image you use to represent yourself, your bio about what you're studying, and also your notification settings. And this is very important so that you receive things like announcements about the course or about things that are happening at the college. Then there's a lesson on constructive critiques that you'll be using as a guide in terms of giving peer reviews of other students in the class at the end of each project. This is followed by a discussion where you actually practice that peer review, and you're going to use the instructor as your guinea pig to actually critique and review one of his sample assignments that he's provided for an assignment for a project in the class. After you post, then you'll be able to see other students' posts, and you want to respond to at least 2 other students in terms of commenting about their feedback or their observations. This is a great way to learn other students' methods for providing critiques and peer reviews. Also a way to develop a community and maybe some other students that you would like to study with for the class. This is concluded with a summary, which just basically reviews everything that you learned in this particular module. So if we go beyond the orientation and we start looking at the first project, we can see it's very much the same format, where it starts with an introduction, followed by a lesson, then a quiz about that lesson, the preliminary, which is usually sketches or photos or other source material and your idea. And then we have 3 weeks of lab and discussion topics. So you have to do one or the other each week. So you have to do either lab or discussion for this week, likewise for the second week, and same for the third week. This is the same for all the projects. And then there's a demonstration video page that has demonstration videos about how to complete these projects or these assignments within this particular project module. Then you have the final, which is going to be your final project for this group of assignments. And after that's submitted, then you'll have peer reviews of where you review and critique other students' final projects. And with that, you'll be providing comments similar to what you learned in the orientation, and also filling out a rubric, which basically allows you to quickly click on the different criteria based on your assessment of how well they followed the criteria instructions. Last, again, it's got a summary of the topics covered and learned in this particular project module. So one of the things is we're looking at this in instructor mode, and that allows me to display all the content really easily, where if it's in student mode, it's only going to show what's been published. So you'll notice off on the left for the course navigation, there's a number of items that have the eyeball with the slash indicating that these are hidden items. Likewise, any content that doesn't have the green dot at the top of the module is also hidden, even though the items inside do have a publish icon. So if I click the student view, you'll notice that now the only project modules that we see are welcome, orientation, and syllabus, and the items that had the hidden icon are now hidden. This simplifies what your selections are so you can easily navigate through the course. And again, if for some reason something doesn't publish or you can't find it, use the modules to double check. If it's been published and it hasn't closed yet, you should be able to see it in your modules and click on it to access it. So I'm going to leave student view, go back to instructor view, and finally all the projects will open every third Sunday. So the project 1 group of assignments in that module will open on the 29th at about 9 a.m. And then every third Sunday after that will be the same for all subsequent project modules. So that way you can look through all the content, look at examples of the finished versions to get an idea of what you need to do, and also give you ideas for the projects. So I look forward to seeing what you guys do in this class, and welcome.